Happy birthday, Gemini. Gemini, 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 Gemini. It's just my favorite. It's just so good. It's just so good. Happy new moon in your sun, baby child. What's going on? How you doing? This one's a slow creeper. Not everybody can handle the Gemini. I talked about that in the introductory video for this new moon. But like how y'all handle this amount of information and like chatter and like and understanding at all times is profound. Is profound. You and Sag, I still am just in awe. So we are talking about words for this new moon that's coming up at 26 degrees in your first house. And this is for Gemini rising mostly, but can be watched by Gemini sun and Gemini moon definitely. But for the astrology of it and the placements, this is for whole sign, full houses and stuff like that. So I want to highlight that we have a lot of spicy excitement over here. We have Mars, Lilith, and Venus, honestly, like the good, bad, and the ugly, for lack of a better term, in your third house of communication, which is run by Leo. So I also want to highlight that we have Pluto retrograde over here that's in the last degree of your 8th house of transformation, death, rebirth, and shared possessions. So definitely a journal prompt for you could be like, what have I left behind since 2008 that I really need to button up? Because this is your last stand, or I don't say your last stand of it, but we know what on the macro that is. And like, it's, like the crumbling of top-down authorities and any inappropriate structures. And like, we know that when Pluto goes into Aquarius in November of 2024, it'll be there for 20 years in your 9th house of quest, adventure, higher education, and long distance travel. So this will be your stage. You'll be teaching. Maybe you'll be taking a longer course, maybe traveling, maybe moving, maybe traveling for work, yada, yada, yada. So I just want to highlight that. We also have Saturn retrograde in your 10th house of legacy, public life, and career. We have Neptune over here as well. My God, you mutable access, mutable. I'm a fixed, Scorpio rising. So I'm on a very, very fixed axis. So I've highlighted this before, how you guys are just like, when you learn new information, you're like, shift course and keep going. So for this new moon in your sign, I definitely do some birthday manifestations for Gemini sun. Look at where you were, like when the sun transits your ascendant, that's like your second birthday. We all get 2 birthdays, or 3 if you celebrate the Italians and their and the saint birthdays. So Sarah, okay, we're talking about communication. Why? Your words, what did I say? Your words have power, use them wisely. Although you know what's what in such an intense way, with Mars, Lilith, and Venus all in the sign of Leo in your house of communication and early learning at short trips, I don't want you to get lost using this as your stage to tell them what's what and do the things. Because we have excitement in your house of public life, your public image. So people are watching, Gem. People are really watching. You have Jupiter in your 12th house of soul purpose, healing, closures, and coming home. The North Node has been in your house. This is beautiful, lovely energy over here for saying your purpose, your public life, all those things are really just being highlighted for you right now. My guides are saying, what is it that you do really want? If time or money were no object and everyone on the planet had infinite time and infinite money and you didn't need to teach anybody anything, you didn't need to do anything, you didn't nobody needed you, nobody needed anything, what would you be doing? Would you be working the job that you're working? Would you be doing anything close to what it is that you're doing? Would you want to be a perpetual student? Would you want to garden? What is it that you really want? This is the storefront view of your life. So picture you just live on a storefront on Main Street. And when someone walks by you, what is it that you're doing in that storefront that is the most authentic, vibrant, lovely you that there is? What are you doing? Are you dancing? Are you singing? Are you teaching? Are you making art? What is it that you're doing? And watch your dreams right now too. I've put 2 videos for dreams out before they're down below in my YouTube. So like, I think it's like Dreams and Multidimensionality 101, and there's another video on dreams, but dreams right now are messages, but they're also like versions of your consciousness showing you things that you don't have to experience in this everyday life. It can be like, the dream world is like your first parlay into the multiverse, into multidimensionality. So know that you're safe, know that you're protected, know that it's okie dokie, but maybe have a dream journal. Maybe really journal that, like put something next to the bed that before you even look at a screen, just grab the pen and free write what my dream last night was, blah, 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 blah. And even if nothing comes out, just keep writing, free writing. Do a DuckDuckGo on that. Because, you know, Saturn in Pisces and your 10th house being run by Pisces says to me that you want to do something a little bit more woo-woo. You'd love to have like an off the beaten path type of a job. Like if you want to teach, you want to do it in like a farmhouse and like only have people come every 6 months, but then you have an online something or other that you do. Like, what is it that you really want? You don't have to say and why. We don't have to know that. But what is it that you really want? This is exciting stuff. If we down here's safety, this is healthy communication. That's why I want you to bite your motherfucking tongue. Don't tell them what's what. Relationships, public life. This is you. You on your own. Tons of excitement on the side of you on your own. You can handle anything that happens outside of you, Gem. Anything. My crow outside, I don't know if you heard that, but was like, yeah, girl, yeah. And your 8th house being run by Capricorn, I find to be fascinating because like as you can be perceived as, when shit hits the fan, you're actually a very important person to have around, and you actually know a thing or two about a thing or two because at one point you probably studied some survival tools, and like you can... There was this movie a long time ago, 6 Days, 7 Nights, and for some reason this quote is like, aren't you a guy's guy? Like, you go out into the wilderness with a pocket knife and a Q-tip and you build me a shopping mall. That's the Gem. That's Gemini. Like, for some reason, when shit hits the fan, you're like, actually, I know exactly how to do this because when I was 7 years old, I took this course and I know CPR, I know this, I know this, I know this. So, go talk to Aries, please, about setting boundaries. And like with this spice, with Leo running your 3rd house, whoo, whoo. I just have a love affair with you and Sag, and I just want to watch when you tell them what's what. It's so good. It's so good. I love that this is your axis over here. But I'd say really, if we're manifesting, you know, the new moon is perfect time for manifestations. I reckon really be looking at like, what is it that I want for my life? We have Jupiter and Taurus in your 12th house. Like, this is our abundance. This is our beautiful luck be a lady tonight planet. Pluto back in our 8th house over here. Like, these are big things. I think we talked about that this is the long game for you. I think that was the title of one of your videos. And it really is. Oh, okay. The full moon that we have coming up, the sun will be in Cancer and the full moon will be in your 8th house, in the sign of Capricorn. So if you gotta leave something behind, now's the time to do it. If you have to cut ties with someone professionally, legally, now's the time to do it. Some organic pink coconut water is so good. Yeah, so yummy. So yummy in my chipped glass. So look at what it is that you really want. You don't need to know why. I don't need any of that right now. What is it that you really want for yourself? Maybe set some yearly manifestation goals. Yeah, I'd say yearly. And because I feel like for you, yearly, you can go much bigger. You know, because when we're in Cancer season, we're going to be manifesting for money on a short term. But right now, I really would love for you to set some long-term goals. This is the long game for you. What do you want for yourself in 10 years? Maybe write a journal prompt from yourself in 10 years. Like, the perfect day. Oh my God, I wake up and I'm on my land and I get to garden today. Like, you don't even reference work because you have time and And financial freedom, time freedom and financial freedom, you don't have to worry about those things. It's not like, oh, I got to go punch the clock again today. It's not like that for you. Yeah, what does it look like? 10 years in a year. I'd love for you to set some goals for 10 years in a year. And then next month for the new moon, let's look at some monthly goals. Yeah, because in 2 weeks, we are purging the old shit. 8th house is a little bit of the lions and tigers and bears house. So look at what you've been going through since 2008 up until now. Whatever's left behind, we're purging that in 2 weeks. What questions do you have for me? Comment below. Comment below, Gemini. I'm keen to help out on this one for you. This is bigger. And yeah, your words have incredible power. And you're just a very, very bright, loving, like, I don't even want to go to your heart right now. I just want you to know, like, you are a very intelligent being and you know a thing or two about a lot of things or twos. Like, and this isn't just really nourish your ego right now. I'm just saying that however you present your information is your own, but just know that you're so good. You're so good at what you do. Disregard the kiddos. Disregard the kids. Yeah, this is the long game for you. I'll see you in a few weeks. Ciao, baby.